today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Here's Desmond King on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And right away, he lost the football.
The first down pass, fumbled on the play, recovered by the offense.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Allen's got it complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
6 yards. And it's
one thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Devin White drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 44-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
On the carry.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a play fake. Brady. He gives it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So you think about Tom Brady and these Chargers. For a long time this offseason, the thought was that L.A. might be a leading contender to land his services, what with the new stadium opening and all. But in the end, the Chargers got their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, and Brady wound up in Florida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The Charger D making things difficult, and it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Complete to Mike
When I
Williams.
watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays, and finally it's paid off for him, because in 2019 had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Chargers, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air again, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, we just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's the game at 3-3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On 2nd and 12, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 3-3.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now the 30th man from USC. This is Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings us.
Sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From midfield, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Brady's pass intended for Mike Evans.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Herbert will find Williams on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The 44-yard line.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. William Golston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On second down, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
To Austin Eckler.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
To Hunter Henry.
Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He completes it to Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Herbert back to the air. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And he's got it up and through. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Michael Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette on the counter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
56, the mark for 56. Check 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Tom Brady sacked. A fumble.
Looks like a running back going through the line. Quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, and he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Complete to Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's nice. Second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? Keith?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On the screen, this is Eckler. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A quick throw by Brady, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Don't do us like that.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, it's Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space.
Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
You gotta love it, baby.
And returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point try now for Succop. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Ryan Succop set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances. In addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
second.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Caleb Chason brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Back now comes Tampa Bay. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brady now on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. The 40, 30, 20, Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 92 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And they're able to up the lead by one more. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
Complete to Mike.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 24.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Jerry Tillery on
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 7, Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette on the toss to the right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Second and 14. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll let one go deep. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Fournette, a first down carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
no gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Brady's pass, incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
Chargers 10.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Caleb Chason in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Tackle made.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 5.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Brady. He's got Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
38-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 36, Brady to Evans on the slant. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? That time, the right guard sending him. Backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Suck up for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run.
Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Chargers offense back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down, Chargers.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. To the air again, Herbert. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Chargers first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First down, Chargers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Los Angeles.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Herbert back to the air. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
To number 81,
Mike Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of Luke.
Herbert has it knocked free. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tampa Bay, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.